Le Donkey Kong Country.
Le country of Donkey Kong.
Le Country of Donkey Kong. One of these days I'm gonna open up like the first file by accident and be like, man, I'm like pretty far in the game.
Yeah, I was like sitting here chilling, and I was like, slurping my soup, and then the light just goes off, and I'm like, banned, I guess.
I literally like, I remember the one time I was sleeping there, and I was staring directly at the light, like it was off. Like in the middle of the night, like I was just like I just woke up randomly and I was like staring like straight up at it, and then it turned on in that moment, and like I was just like, oh, like.
Oh yeah, no, it's happened a few times to my roommate. It's so fucking funny.
Oh, like it's so like it knows when you're looking at it, and it's like hee hee hee.
I think there was like one time, I forget if it was like I made a joke or he made a joke, but like literally. The light turned on, and without skipping a beat, me, him, and Evan all looked up at it like, the fuck?
Like, oh, that was crazy. Like,
I was like, that's crazy. Yeah, it's just like this stupid shit. And it's funny because then like you'll be talking to like the property manager, and they're like, "Is there anything wrong with your apartment complex?" And it's just like, well, if I give you an answer, I feel like I'm not gonna be in this room for like 3 days, and I really don't want that to happen.
fix the light with you there, like really.
They can,
like,
but I don't. But the problem is that the light is above my bed, so then I'd have to move my bed.
Oh yeah.
And like, yeah, so then it's like I have to move my bed, and then like, you know, Evan's gonna start being like, there's strange people in here, and I have doggo anxiety, and I'm gonna be scared of everything. And you're just like, okay. It's so weird because like the other property manager. Like, I don't know if it's because, like, it was a woman, and she was, like, our age. Which, I'm pretty sure the new one is about our age. But, like, he always was, like, you know, barking, all this other stuff, making himself look scary. And then, like, the property manager before, she was like, Evan, you know me. And he's like, you're damn right. And then immediately was like, whine and nuzzling and everything. I was like, you fake bitch.
He just wants to be addressed properly.
Oh, yeah, completely. You know, I've told like the one woman who has like a little girl here. I literally told her, I was like, oh yeah, he's not dangerous. He's just fake. It's like this whole thing. He just likes being fake. I just realized there's just crab arms on the beach.
Oh.
Freaking brutal ass battlefield happening here.
I was over here being like, ah yes, a shell. Another shell, and you're like crab arms. I was like, oh wait, that is a crab arm.
Those are crab arms. So which one of the Kongs in the Kong family enjoys eating crabs?
I can't get that one banana. No.
I feel like one of these have to go like a different direction in order. Yeah, just blow it. Take the bandana off.
Oh my god, when me and like Orvis were like playing like Nintendo Land yesterday, I was actually like it's just like for a full second it was just like, oh my god, I forgot you had to like actually blow like on like the Wii U gamepad.
That's when you realize I had lungs of steel back then.
Oh yeah, just to be like, oh hold on a second, like
Dude, I every single time we would do these things, I would blow into it so aggressively, and you would just be like, why are you doing it so aggressive? And then like, I need you to blow, and then I would just do like the lightest blow, and then you saw like if you blow too hard,
okay, whoops.
The thing fucking like goes crazy.
Yeah, since like I literally had like gently blow on it and stuff for like one of the like single player games on like Nintendo Land, and I was just like, man, I forgot there was like a real feature because it's just not at all like a thing now because I guess Nintendo was like, yeah, maybe we like don't want them spinning all over their console anymore.
It's kind of wild though because with the Wii U, they like improved the features that they should have improved on the 3DS. Cause like I don't know if you remember, but like the 3DS was so fucking annoying with the mic. Like you would blow into it and the 3DS is like, is that a suggestion? Just so you could realize that the 3DS doesn't actually notice freaking wind, it notices sound.
Oh yeah, so it's like you just kind of yelled into it, like instead.
Yeah. And I was just like, thanks. I hate it.
But like yeah, when I was like gently blowing on it, it was actually a gentle blow. I know because I was playing the one fucking you remember like the was it the Donkey Kong game? The one where you're a little rolly. You gotta like go through like the stage. Like roll through the stage.
I'm trying to think which Donkey Kong game it was.
Like in Nintendo Land.
Oh! No, I don't remember the name. God, I wish I could remember. I just remember all the silliness of us playing those games.
Yeah, like the one where you could like easily die and it makes like the whole like
Yeah.
aggressive crash sound whenever you like shatter yourself.
Yeah. Also, there's something hilarious about needing this many barrels. And then just like floating along
just for it to like fucking sink anyway.
Are they full of like rum or something? Like there's no
There
beer or anything? No bubbles? Like I was about to be like, yeah, you go right under it and just die.
Yeah, I was like kind of scared for a second. I was like, is it gonna crush me? Like.
I love when the world just rips open and there's a whole universe in it.
Right. It's like the one person I was watching the one time where they were just like, it's like, oh, you
Yeah, you done fucked up.
It's like you know when you're a kid and it's just like you just say like some insane shit sometimes.
Yeah.
And she was like, she just started going like a whole rant to like her friend being like, we're all in a simulation, you don't understand. It's like, don't you see? God. Because like, don't you see like the static everywhere and stuff, like on like all the walls and everything and stuff? Because like I also had the same issue.
In that moment, I would have been like, buddy, you need to go see the eye doctor. Like,
because I have like that same thing, like I forget what it was called, like vision static or something, but like. But it's like you just kind of see like the like weird staticky pattern everywhere and stuff. So like, you know, if you don't know what it is, you're like, we're all in a simulation. Like. I
feel like that was something I was telling someone the one day that I'm like, I feel like every single freaking weird, wild conspiracy theory that we hear from certain people, it literally just comes from people not realizing that they have health issues.
Yeah, and it's just a thing that just happens to some people where it's like, you know, everything just looks kind of staticky.
Yeah.
And yet somehow I still see more color than the one colorblind bitch in my server.
I am still strongly in the opinion that they have like blue color blindness.
They were very upset because last night they were like, yo,
oh boy,
I'm gonna take a colorblind test, and they actually did, and then you know the one with the numbers on it and stuff.
Yeah, the one that I was telling you the last time. The next time you get into an argument, have them do that test because I swear to God they are colorblind.
They thought of it themselves.
I'm so proud of them. And
they were like, I'm gonna do a colorblind test. All three of us in like the voice chat were like, okay, yeah, like we're gonna do it together. Just like, yeah, see, I could see all the numbers and stuff just to get like halfway through and then slowly realize, oh, they couldn't see the numbers anymore. And I was like,
oh. Well, at least now they know.
No, he's still denying it.
Oh my God. Bro, these tiger sharks, the shark designs in this game fucking kill me. I'm like, that shark is like 99% face, 2% stomach.
Like 1% ass, like.
Oh my God, it's so cute though.
Look at it, he's gonna take a big old chomp out of you.
Yeah, like, oh, he's gonna bite me. Oh, look at him go. He wants a tummy rub.
I need to collect those.
You need to, you know, reconnect on your lives. Floppy Sands. What a name.
You know, when you go to like the beach in like New Jersey, and it's just like.
After the seagulls mug you for everything that you've bought.
Or just like the fucking like Santa Monica Beach, like.
God.
Santa Monica Beach is nasty. Like every time I like go on a Google and I'm like, yes, beaches in, you know, LA or California and stuff, and it's like the Santa Monica Beach is like the best beach. I'm like, who are you lying to? That beach is disgusting. Like.
Maybe I just have like a different tolerance, but like that's not what I would think. Because I was so used to. I love that you didn't even throw it. You just walked right into it.
Yeah, kind of like walked into it, like.
But like back when I was really young, and I think it also depends on like which beach in Jersey you're going to. But like when I used to go to like this one beach in Jersey,
Glass Shard Beach.
That's literally what it was. It was like glass shards, random dead jellyfish.
I don't even remember what
Fucking-
beach we used to go to like all the time.
I think it was the one that was like, frig, what is it? It's the one that's like near the shore that I'm aware of.
Yeah, no shit, all beaches are near the shore.
No, I mean like the Jersey Shore, the thing that everyone talks about. I hate that shit so much.
I don't even know because like sometimes I'll be like, yeah, we've been to like Ocean City before, and I was like, did we really? Like,
Yeah, there's a lot of. No, that's it. You got no mad ups. It's like hell yeah, watch me do sick tricks. Whoa.
Because I think she said that was like the beach that like she went to the one time, but she was like, it sucked there because like she wanted to go to a casino or something, but she had like several children with her, so like.
Yeah, it might be Ocean City.
It was that, or like it was like Atlantic City or something.
No, well, it had to be Atlantic City because I remember there was like one time she was trying to go somewhere and I couldn't go.
Yeah, I
'Cause
think,
it was, like-
that's what she was talking about.
Yeah, it must have been Atlantic City then. But yeah, no. Was it Sandy Hook? It's so fucking weird because you can't even mention Sandy Hook without people thinking it's the fucking school. But I think it was Sandy Hook Beach that my dad used to take me to, and that beach was disgusting.
Nah!
You lost your boy. Yeah, that beach was like the grossest beach I had ever been to. And it was weird because I remember during the time, and I must have been like 8 or so. I forget.
Hell yeah.
I think it had to be when I was like, it had to be when like I think it was before you were born. Like, we'd gone to the beach, and like I remember so vividly there was like this like I want to say like Australian maybe, but I'm not sure because the accent was kind of hard to tell. No, you done fucked up. Yeah, there was like this Australian guy with his like kid, and I remember so vividly. I got so mad at this guy because like there was a turtle that got washed up and he was stuck on his shell, and like his disaster of a child was throwing sand onto it.
No.
I was like, no, and then like his dad's trying to explain to him why what he's doing is wrong, and like the kid just does not see it.
I'm sorry to tell you, so your son is a future psychopath.
It's like he's a psychopath. I goes, well, what the heck is he doing? So then like finally, you know, they turn over the turtle after like, you know, this child was tormenting this poor fucking turtle for like God knows how long.
Yeah.
I remember I was like there's so many moments in my life where I'm like, I wish I was a little bit braver because back then I was like very scared of interacting with kids because a lot of kids were really mean.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah, like so pretty much like, you know, after they turn over the turtle and like the dad takes it back to the ocean, the kid then later, and I was remembering this because I was like, it was towards the end of the day, and I was like, yeah, deserved, like instant karma. This fucking kid ended up stepping on a jellyfish and was like crying.
It's like, I didn't even need to do anything. It's like,
Oh, thank God.
definitely, like,
Nature
should,
did
like,
it for me.
step up whenever you see like kids doing cracked out shit like this, because if their parents not gonna parent them, well,
Yeah,
you know,
no.
someone needs to
Well,
teach
like,
them a fucking lesson.
I think he was like, I think this dad was like probably like the beginnings of like the gentle parenting that people do. Because like I was just like, why are you not telling your kid he's crazy for doing this? But then again, I also realized when I started making more friends that a lot of people's parents don't really like respect animals in general.
Oh yeah, like they don't care. They're like, you know, there's just like this, just little Timmy there,
Yeah.
like, you know, doing his own thing. Doesn't really matter,
Yeah.
and it's just like, yeah, they don't see anything wrong with it either. So it's like,
Yeah, they don't see anything wrong with it. So that, yeah, they just start doing all these like fucked up things. But yeah, no, freaking. I always think back to that day every once in a while because I was like, that was such a stupid memory, but I remember it so vividly because the kid made me so mad.
Like, I just strangle a child today, but like you also a child being like, yeah.
Like
I
me, a
like that.
child, not wanting to pick fights with this random, like, probably tourist and his kid, who were probably on the States for visits or something. I was like, granted though, that dad was like the sweetest dad. I'm like, you have so much patience for this child, because if it were me, this child would be chucked into the ocean for that.
Like, I remember, like, seeing, like, a video, because I was like, oh, he's not, like, the gentle parent thing is stupid. But then I realized it's like, oh, no, it's because, like, these, like, the people who are, like, gentle parenting and stuff are, like, specifically the people who have no understanding of what gentle parenting is supposed to be. Like,
Yeah.
like, you're still supposed to be giving your kid consequences for their actions, like, not just be like, oh, well, like, you know, like, whatever you want, little Timmy, and it's just like, no, like... It's not gentle parenting, that's submissive parenting, like...
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing, because then you end up having kids who feel like they can get away with murder, and
Oh,
then, like,
yeah.
if you talk to them a type of way, they'll like,
They'll
be
just
like,
lose
well,
their
you've never
mind,
talked to me this way, so I have more control over myself.
Yeah.
Which sucks, because it's just like, yeah.
Oh yeah, you've basically
So-
raised a psychopath, like...
Not really. Usually those people... It's kind of funny, because, like, when you run into kids like that, I've noticed that they turn into two things. They either do turn into, like, a psychopath, like you said, or they become, like, anxious, like, crazily anxious, because they realize that the world isn't their parents.
Yeah. No!
You missed the only important one.
I'll try to control
Oh
this with
my
a
God.
slight delay.
Oh, look, a belly rub. Yeah, no, freaking... No, like, you know, it takes a lot of patience to develop for gentle parenting, though.
Yeah. Because that has to, like, you
'cause,
have to, like,
like-
not just immediately, like, just snap at them and be like, you know what, I'm gonna, like, beat the shit out
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah, it reminds me of the time when I was, like, working at this one chocolate shop. And while I was working there was, like, this woman, she comes in, and, like, it's so funny, because, like, you can already tell that she was, like, made to be a mom. Because, like, this was her first kid, from what I deduced. But she, like, comes in with this kid, and, like, I think the baby must have been, like, 2 or 3 years old, and was, like, wailing in the shop.
Uh-huh.
And, like, you could tell that she was getting frustrated. But, like, instead of, like, yelling at the baby, which is, like, the thing that makes me mad, because I'm like, the baby has no understanding of what's going on. You can't just yell at it. But, like, when she's, like, yelling at the baby, or, like, when she wasn't yelling at the baby and stuff, she was, like, getting frustrated, and she's like, I know you don't have any sentience and you don't understand anything, and I'm just losing my shit laughing. And she
Like,
comes over to buy
please.
chocolate. It was like, sweetie. Oh, God. Yeah, no, but
Just
she's like...
fucking died, like...
I mean, if you drop the anchor too quickly when you're not actually gonna stop, it could end up
It's
dying.
like, yeah, you will indeed fucking die, like...
Yeah, like, could you imagine in the middle of a hurricane? You know what I should do? But yeah, no, freaking... Yeah, no, she was just like, you know, she got, like, a little bit frustrated, and then, like, thank goodness my manager came over and, like, gave the baby, because, like, we have, like, little chocolates that we give for kids whenever they, like, act up like that.
Oh my god, I remember the one time I was at Walmart with, like, Mom, and I was like, Mom, look, because it was, like, this little child, like, in the... Like, it was, like, sitting in the... like, the little kid was sitting in the shopping cart while, like, you know, like, her mom was, like... like, checking out and stuff. And... I was, like... And, like, this was a very small child. So... I was, like, that thing has to be, like, 1 year old or something, like... And I was like, Mom, look, it's like, it's holding the bag it was like a bag of like cheese doodles, like all by itself. And I was like, oh my god, it's like reaching into the bag and like feeding itself and stuff. And I was like, Mom, look, like, it already knows how to feed itself. And like, and then I was like staring at the baby for longer. And then I realized, oh, the kid's not eating the cheese puffs at all. It's just kind of sticking it in its mouth, kind of sucking on it a bit and then putting it back in the bag. And I was just like, oh my gosh.
At least it's smart enough to put it back in the bag and not, like, throw it on the floor.
Oh yeah, like not just like chuck it or something. Like maybe like the mom like yelled at it like one time or something, but like
Maybe, I don't know. Babies are so hard. Like, well, first off, the funniest thing I've ever learned about babies was like, because I was like going down this rabbit hole of learning scientific things and like, you know, just psychology and stuff. One of my favorite things is that babies will actually actually get embarrassed when they don't know how to pronounce words.
Aw.
And I just thought that's so cute. Yeah, because they'll hear how you're pronouncing it, and like, you know how like you react sometimes whenever you hear like a baby mispronounce things, and you kind of like laugh. And you're not like laughing to be like, oh haha, you just laugh because it's just like it's funny hearing someone else pronounce the same words you're trying to. But apparently babies will actually get embarrassed, so then when they're by themselves, they actually practice trying to say the word.
Oh my god.
It's just like, it's just cute things like that where I'm just like, oh my god, babies. They just like, they have so much social contract understanding, but they don't have any understanding of anything else. But no, like the one thing that's always like really difficult when it comes to like dealing with babies is like, you want to not be mean, because like you know that they don't know any better. But it's like so exhausting whenever like a baby just keeps doing certain things over and over again. It's like when you see all these like crazy videos of people like catching their baby last minute from like jumping off a ledge, and I'm just like, there's so much fear. Because I remember moments like that with you. Like that time when I was like, you know, making, like, you were making a bunch of little silly faces at me because like, you know, I was just like, ah yes baby. And like, freaking, while you were doing this whole thing, I somehow, with cat-like reflexes, caught you from being less than like, freaking half of 2 inches away from the ground. And I'm just like, and it's so weird. Because like, a baby should understand like, the concept of falling, but like at the same time,
It's like,
they're immediately
still
like,
did not change a thing because I ended up stupid as hell anyway. Like,
oh my god. It's like
absolutely
my brain became sloosh just because I lightly touched the surface. Didn't even touch the ground. You know, I wanted to... Whenever I think back to like that time with the whole thing where I caught you in the air, and like I think about that one fucking scene from Spider-Man that everyone keeps making jokes about. Which is the one where like, Peter Parker fails in like saving Mary Jane. And it was like, I forget if it was like the original Spider-Man or if it was the other Spider-Man movie, but like, he catches her with the web. No, not Spider-Verse. I'm talking about like the original, the Andrew Garfield and the fuck is the other guy's name? But like, yeah, those original ones, there's like one of them where he's like trying to save Mary Jane, and while trying to save Mary Jane, he ends up like lassoing her last minute, and like she ends up just like smacking her head against the concrete, so it's like clear as day she's dead. It's not even like, oh, you misunderstood. No, she's fucking dead. You failed.
Well,
but yeah, whenever
again.
But yeah, whenever I think back to the day that I like caught you in the air like that, I was like, ha, take that, Spider-Man.
You know, it's just a puzzle piece.
Or is it? Thank God collectibles aren't like they used to be.
You missed a collectible, now the game is on fucking forever hard mode.
Nah, they're like freaking Once Upon a Time. I don't know if some games still do it now, but like I remember when I was like much younger, it's like, oh, you didn't collect all the collectibles? Well, no level progression for you, sir.
Yeah.
I was just like, I guess I'll die.
It's like you over here thinking like it's useless. It's like, it's not even a collectible then, it is a required item, like...
Well, it's even more annoying when it's like, it's a required item, but also you don't have to get every single one of them.
You just gotta get enough to like, those are free-to-play games, like...
I was just like if we're gonna talk, like, you know what? You know what? I know how to fix the loot box problem. Bring back this nonsense in video games. Nah, because every once in a while I think about that being like, ah yes, the loot boxes that everyone complains about. But like, like when I was younger, freaking people would just back when I was a kid, when I was in New York City the one time. That was like a thing that kids used to do. They used to just freaking death. Kids used to like just be like, like this game is too easy or the game is too hard or something. Like your choices of being able to collect the puzzle pieces were an option. Like most games, I think back then you were able to at least, if you can get at least 2 whatever collectible in every single freaking level that you were in, you could still like finish the game completely. But it's just like, But if you really want to do hard mode and you want to do crazy trick shots where you could like catch puzzle pieces or whatever the heck it was for every game, it's like, oh yeah, have fun. It's like the hardest antic, and it's funny because it's not even like, oh, it's hard to be hard. It's hard because you chose this.
Yeah.
Just like you did this to yourself. Yeah. So like that's what I mean. I'm just like, sometimes I'm just kind of like, I don't know, like, you know, games are like too easy sometimes, but I also feel like it's because it's the loss of collectibles in that sense. Because then
And
like you have the option.
Like, it's like on like the one hand, it's nice that like games are like more like casual,
accessible. Yeah.
No fucking way I was supposed to carry that barrel through all of that all the way over here. Like,
I mean, that's what I mean. You can make that choice, but you don't want to.
well, I already destroyed it. Like it's just
I
like,
think it
lost now.
respawns, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
Ah, okay. It used to respawn in like the other Donkey Kong Country games. No, but like, dude, you know what's funny? Back when I was younger, I forget if it was this game or the other game, one of the Donkey Kong games. I remember when I got to the end and I saw that, and I shit you not, I trekked all the way back and carefully did that whole level.
I saw that shit and I was like, hell no.
Oh my god, no, some of these, like, this going back to the conversation we were having, where, like, you get to make the choice if you want to make the game harder for yourself or not. That's literally me. When I would play, like, a level that I got so used to, I'd just be like, yeah, sure, let me go get all the collectibles. I never took for granted collectibles ever again after that.
Oh my god.
The thing that sucks, though, nowadays, is just, like, collectibles also just kind of don't really feel satisfying sometimes. Like, unless you're, like, an artist or, like, a major, like, nerd. Like, the collectibles never feel, like, worth it. Sometimes.
Yeah, it's like I did all this, but like for what? Just to like kind of satisfy like my like need to like 100% a game.
Yeah.
But it's like there was like so much like just bullshit and just completely unsatisfying throughout the whole process because some of them are just so impossibly hard that you're just like, yeah, like I don't know.
Le jellyfish. Do you think there's any jellyfish out there that just float around like that?
Oh.
That or we're underwater.
Maybe we're all really underwater. Like,
hey, if we're underwater, there's supposed to be a...
I forgot what that was a reference to. Like I remembered hearing.
No, you died. You didn't even grip it. What the heck, man? You just thought, like, what? You were just gonna attach onto the wall? Like you made out of sponge?
No, I was trying to make it to the other side, and then I was like, oh god, I like didn't grip the thing, and then I just died, and I was like,
man, if only you knew how to jump. I see. Not knowing how to jump again, I see. Do you think you have to hit that one over there, and it'll appear over here so you can take a shortcut?
The what?
You see, like, at the beginning of the level, there's, like, the post. I was like, can you hit that?
Yeah,
or does it not
it
do
appears right
okay.
here.
Nah, I remember when I was, like, I remember, like, some fucking Donkey Kong games, they would fucking do, like, this whole fucking weird series of things. That would just be like, oh, yes, if you just sneeze behind your elbow, you should be able to do anything. And you're like, thanks, game.
See, if you do the sick 360 no-scope, then...
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. So many choices are being made. Oh, okay.
Crab
He just
go?
killed himself. He killed himself.
Where did he go?
He killed himself because you walked off screen.
I know, but like, what?
You didn't hit the bottom over there.
The what?
Oh no, when you were like, where'd he go? And I was like, weren't you gonna hit the bottom over there? Because it was like a weird bottom.
Where?
In the beginning of this. Watch, the crab's gonna be back. He's gonna be like, surprise, bitch!
Oh,
See?
here. I was so distracted from the crab and I just literally didn't see it. Like...
It's like I was so shocked that the crab just got the fuck out of Dodge. These are the ones that try my patience. Maybe it's because I hate platformers.
I like certain platformers to an extent. My love only is very selective.
I only like platformers when it's curvy, to be honest.
Come on.
Girl, oh my god. There's nothing worse than when you're like 2 centimeters away from it.
It's so hard because of the fucking delay.
No, it just sounds like a skill issue. Le checkpoint! Oh.
Oh, this game's stupid anyway.
Dies.
It's like, actually,
yes.
I fucking hate this game now. Like,
Why is the octopus so veiny?
don't you talk about him like that? You can be shy.
It could be shy.
It's just a little boy.
Is this supposed to be his brain?
He's a very smart octopus. Nah, foiled by a post. God damn it.
That's like the Goombas with the tubes in the first level of every Mario game. I was like, how did you get in there? Donkey Kong. He's like, you stayed still for too long.
There was no
thank goodness
chance
I know.
of me getting that balloon.
It's like, thank goodness I know it's exactly the same platform.
Thank God there was a heart.
Le pinchy pinch.
God damn it, I knew it was coming.
I knew it was coming. Goes into it twice.
It
lost
rained a
your
little
boy.
slow. I remember like playing this
Not
level
very
just because like
handsy.
yeah, like him like putting like his tentacles on the wall there and I'm like that is so mean.
I love when video games do things like, especially when you're a kid, because your first thing is that's not fair. And then like when you're playing it as an adult, you're like, this fucking sucks.
This is fucking stupid, like a lot of this shit, like
Yeah, no, like you're freaking gonna go ape shit over the dumbest shit. Is that a sack of rocks?
it's a sack with a poop on it, like
A poop? I think you're supposed to throw the
yeah.
the barrel. Le barrel.
I remember when I was younger, I had no idea, like zero clue how I was supposed to open those. And I was like, oh, let me see, just like, throw the barrel and it's fucking throwing
There's so many freaking hilarious things that you're just like, how was I supposed to do that when you were a kid, and then like, you're an adult, you're like, I was a
Say it like
fucking
that.
idiot. It's like, well, I mean, they can't make it too easy. They gotta play some games.
Got me good with her.
It's just like how here it'll be like, look, he's coming to like destroy the thing, and it's like he only destroys the specific platforms. But when you're a kid, you're like, oh my god! Don't! That looks like a barrel you have to carry all the way through.
Nope.
Guess monkey can't jump. It's like, excuse me, I'm a gorilla. Good.
They're just not gonna come back.
Yep, I think you have to walk off screen and then
Stupid.
is it not gonna come back? It's like, I'm sorry, you've already hit the radius of this hitbox. Of course not.
Where did they even come from, though? Ooh, he's coming. Ooh, he's coming.
Oh my god. I did not realize that he actually destroyed it. Too long on, don't worry, bitch slaps you out
Oh
of the
yeah,
sky.
you just die there at the end. You like waiting for like the.
How to become angry inducing in 5 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like last checkpoint was like fucking miles away. You're just like, oh yeah,
It's
try
like
to
my
get the one
favorite games to
specific
play.
thing on like the roulette, and it's just like he destroys the thing. And you're like, what? Ugh.
It's like, I've done absolutely nothing wrong to deserve this. Kills all the fish people. I've done absolutely everything wrong to deserve this.
I did not have like my face up against the screen whenever I'm playing.
I can't play like that. Actually, I
just
have like
kinda,
a
like,
worse
just
time.
naturally just like lean forward, like get closer to it, and then I'm like, oh my gosh.
I am assuming you are. What the heck is it? Farsighted or something like that?
Nearsighted.
Is it nearsighted?
Mom's farsighted.
I hate when people name things and it's the opposite of what they are.
How is that the
You sure you don't
opposite?
have-
If I'm nearsighted, that means I can only see things that are like close to my face. Nearsighted. If you're
No.
farsighted, you can only see things that are far away. Like,
I don't know. I used to get told so many freaking different things growing up that I'm like genuinely always forgetting.
that's like the.
Damn,
that's
you
like,
break into his home and kill him just like that, huh?
That's like the thing where it's like, oh, you don't realize and stuff because like it's like, oh, you know, like things are like obvious to you because like, you know, you were like raised a certain way, you're like, you know, taught like a normal fucking person, but like it wasn't until I like was reading this one post where it's like, oh, growing up, my like piece of shit father was just like thought it'd be funny to just like keep switching the names for like utensils. So being like, you pass me like the spoon, but he like went the fork.
Damn, boy. Destroyed. I saw the light leaving your eye.
But it's like this dude would be like, you pass me the spoon, but like he really meant a fork, and then be like, he passed me the knife, but like he meant a spoon and stuff like that, and he would just keep switching them like that and stuff. Like he was like never consistent with like the like random names that he gave them and stuff, and he's like, and it's like, oh, I know it like sounds stupid to like everyone else, cause it's like obviously that's a spoon or like that's a fork or whatever, but it's like when you were raised just like constantly being told different things, then you grow up being like, I genuinely don't know, like.
Yeah. How are you alive, sir? What the f-
Yeah, and like when I like read that post, I was like, that's like fucking horrible. It's like these parents like just naming their kids like the weirdest shit. Like Lee's mom was like, ah yes, my children will have like the most American name possible, but like fucking but like all like these like other people like they're cracked head ass parents. I'm just like why would you do that to a kid? Like that's like really fucked up, because then they like go into like their adult life just being like confused when someone's like, hey, I need like a spoon or something, and they're just like, oh gosh, like.
Nah, but that's just the thing. It's just like a lot of people don't realize that's like a freaking thing that a lot of people do. Like that's what I mean about like the whole farsighted and nearsighted thing. I had to go like constantly to the eye doctor. And like the eye doctor, like especially because going back to the whole kids not knowing any better, there's nothing more annoying than when you are a kid and you have like no understanding of professionalism, or that like certain people have more credibility. So like I would get told, and like, you know, on top of like mom also being, you know, not English speaking, she like I would get confused when someone's like farsighted, nearsighted, like this and that. I was never like confused when it came to my left or my right. I only freaking started being like that because everyone I knew was.
Yeah.
Because it's also that thing that people don't talk about. People can talk about like all the wacky things, but like if there's something that sucks, is that even if you don't have the same experiences as someone else, just the idea of someone else having those same experiences is gonna be enough for you to be like, what? And doubt yourself.
Yeah. That's what I mean though. It's like, it was literally like the one time where I was just like, oh, you know, I don't want to like eat like, you know, like pink like chicken and stuff like that, and my dumbass friend was just like, no, but it's like medium like well and stuff like that. And I was like, it's fucking chicken. Like there's no such thing as like medium well done chicken, or like there's like that's only for steak. And she was just like, no, like you can have like a like half cooked chicken and stuff.
No.
And she was just so confident that I was just like, am I wrong? Like I was literally like losing my mind because I was just like.
Some people don't deserve being alive.
Oh my god, I was like doubting myself so hard because I was just like, is there such thing as like medium well done chicken? It's like, no, that's just chicken is either cooked or not. Like.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure with like most foods except for poultry, you can have them, you know, kind of one way or another, but no, if your chicken is pink, because like the thing that sucks about chicken is it can be pink on the inside, not because of anything in particular like you've done cooking. Like you could cook it to the right temperature and it'll be pink on the inside, and it has a lot to do with the I think it's the hemoglobin or something. Also,
Wait,
what
why
is
are those
these
animals
freaking?
like?
That's what I mean. I was like,
Where are they
the
stuck?
elephant's just like, the elephant's just like, if I just blow into the water real hard. But yeah, like because of the stuff like myoglobin and like the whatever membrane and stuff that's still in there, you can like you can cook chicken and it won't be white on the inside.
Yeah.
But if you get chicken and, you know, for example, you're not cooking it or you don't know the person who's cooking it and it's pink on the inside, or like what you told me, it's pink on the inside and freaking it was like frozen solid, I was just like, nah. those are not really chances you want to take just so you can get like some horrible disease.
It's like, it was probably cooked and shit like that because it's like, you know, like they're like frozen chicken patties and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, it's probably pinked inside because of the fact that it was like frozen at some point, but it's like, I like still don't want to eat it because it just tastes weird. Like,
Yeah, because you don't know where it's from.
Yeah.
You know what was like really insane for me? Like it wasn't until high school I realized that the guy who did the who dropped all the food off at the schools was like my uncle. And it wasn't until I was in high school and he was just like, hey, and he says my name, and I looked at him and then all of my friends are like, you know that guy? And I was like, yes, unfortunately that is my uncle. But it confused me because at the time he wasn't like living in Jersey, so I was just like, why are you here? Because he was in New York, I think it was.
it's like the, it's like the one like post I saw where it was like someone being like, oh yeah, like showing like American food to like kids of like any other culture is like, you know, horrifying and stuff because like, there's no way you actually eat that at school and stuff like that. It's like, looks like prison food. And then the one dude who was like making the post was like, oh yeah, I used to like work for like the, you know, like the companies and stuff that would like transport like the food and stuff to like the schools and the prison. He's like, it's the same company. Like they quite literally give like the same food that they give to prisoners to children, and it's just like,
That's actually horrifying.
yeah, in America, it's like, oh yeah, all those jokes about it being prison food. It's like, yeah, it literally is. Like,
Yeah, no, my uncle, he was like, I think all he did was just like bring it in, and it was like always in a refrigerated truck. That's when I started to connect the dots that everything was like probably pre-made. But but it still doesn't change the fact that it looks disgusting as fuck.
oh yeah, it's like in like other countries or like cultures and stuff like that. It's like they'll have like a whole like chef and like nutrition like diet and stuff like at the schools.
Yeah, meanwhile-
here it's very like, yeah. It's
Meanwhile, in the
somewhere else
U.S.,
and very
we pretend tomatoes are vegetables, specifically so we could be like,
Ah,
or not a
peeps on the
vegetable.
menu. Like,
I forget, is it a vegetable or a fruit? One of the two, and that's how you end up with pizza on the menu.
yeah, being like, no, it's healthy because like tomato sauce is like, you know, that's technically a vegetable, so.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like it was like the same shit where it's like, oh yeah, it's like you know how schools look like prisons. It's like it's literally like the same people who build prisons are the same people who design schools. Like,
Yorgy florgy.
I remember hating this level like so bad, you know, as a kid. Cause like, you know, kids have,
Because you were impatient.
yeah, kids
And
have
it's also
zero
because-
patience. Like,
And there's also the fact too that because once this wave comes by, it's gonna take the freaking power, like the stuff away too.
grr, you damn crab.
It's like, damn you, crab, for not popping up faster.
There he goes. Hurry up!
I've never been so annoyed by an enemy. God damn. I remember on the DS, like my pinky toe would get hit and that would be it. I would not play this level anymore. I would just be like,
lose
fuck
my
it.
fucking mind. I was just like,
It's like when those are the moments you realize that you have like the lowest amount of patience.
yeah, so it's like, you know, kids got like zero patience, so it's like you're trying to speed through the level and shit, but it's just like,
It's like the problems that you caused me because you thought it was funny.
oh my gosh, please, the buttons.
The crabs are choosing mayhem today. He's like, that's just karma at that point. He pinched your nose. Also, I just love the sound effect of just doggy when he dies. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
bullets. I'm gonna die. in
Thank
this
goodness
movie
the
or
one
whatever.
off. I mean,
Well,
it's like this pinchy bitch.
the quitter is that death? I assume it's death.
Well, that definitely looks like death.
Please God, give me a checkpoint or a heart or something.
Or something.
The will to live, preferably.
I always love whenever you take it when you take too long, they just pop their heads out like, you good, bud? You taking
good?
so long?
Yeah, like
You seem to be taking too long.
you thinking about it for a little while.
Thank goodness this ship is conveniently broken against these rocks.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait.
For me, whenever I was like playing this game, I would just be like, oh look, finally a checkpoint. When I was playing this game, I would always be like non-stop rolling through the entire level.
Oh yeah, because it's like I ain't trying to die. Like
That was pretty shit. This was just like, ooh.
yeah, but you can only like roll that much when you have Diddy, so it's just like
Yeah, exactly. I don't have skill issue. Betty Rubs. Oh boy.
wait, is that Diddy I hear? Yeah.
It's like, yay, my boy. Wow.
Through some magical force, I survived that.
When you take advantage of the Wile E. Coyote thing or whatever the heck it's called. I remember when I was like super young, I was like scared as shit whenever I would come across levels like this in like other Donkey Kong games. I'd be like, please.
Why did he slide so much?
The water?
Ah! Thankfully, they're slow as shit, so.
Right? Like, they're made out of helium.
Yeah, like.
When you're living the good life. I have no idea what happened.
I got launched like miles.
I think he got scared. I like how you have all these coins and you're like, I'm never gonna spend them.
No, when you spend them this way.
I find it wild that with all the
before I
bananas.
decided 5 more lives.
I always wondered why is it that like there you go. And I always wondered why is it whenever freaking you'd get so many bananas. It's like why don't you just use the bananas as currency? 'Cause I feel like outside of the whole lives thing, I don't know. It's kind of like with Mario, where it's like, yo, you collect all these coins and then you get a life, but then you're also just like, but then I can also buy things with it, depending on like what Mario game you're talking about. Dude, the ones that break were always like the ones that freaking fuck you up. Like, no, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, you just start. I forgot.
You touched the window. You touched the window.
Shut up!
You need some help. They sound like little chihuahuas.
Yeah, kind of.
No, okay. It's like Donkey Kong, why don't you have your gun? Or Diddy Kong, why don't you have your gun? Shoot these bastards.
Yeah, 'cause That's for player 2 only. I am without a player 2.
Yes, unfortunately, player 2 is 3,000 miles away.
No. Hell yeah. If that missed, I was just gonna end it all.
So I got said committing toaster bath.
Yeah. Oh. Hooray, money!
It's like, yay, money.
Money.
Menudo.
There's some magic I got on the puzzle pieces.
Look at you, the first perfect in a while.
That won't happen again until World 5.
Loads in the level. Freaking loads in the level. Next recording, every single freaking thing has already gotten everything of it that happened.
Tumblin Temple. Ah, yes, time to spend the next 2 hours here.
I'm just fully waiting for when one of these loads up and you just pass it flawlessly on the first go.
I wish.
I was like out of the muscle memory. Remember, once you lose Diddy, he's gone.
What's up, Mr. Skeleton Man?
Okay, he's smart enough to like.
Oh, thank God, Diddy's here.
Oh, thank goodness. They're like, yeah, you're gonna need Diddy. It's like wicked bitch energy. What the fuck are these things?
The flying bat mouth thing.
Yeah, you know, seems like something out of my nightmares. Oh my god! I have no idea how you did that. Ah!
That was like the coolest thing that ever happened.
Hey, at least now you have it on video.
Can finally people can see how cool I really am.
Every single time when you do something magical that you're just like telling people, like, that never happened.
It's like, yeah, sure. It's like, you know, just kind of like like, tell them about it.
Dude, I wish I had that freaking. I wish my roommate was able to like freaking get the freaking video of Evan before, because he sent me the post video like afterwards. But like there was
So bad.
he was taking him out on a walk, you know, back before he became like horribly arthritis ridden. He took him out on a walk and like he saw a piñata, and it was like the middle of the night, and he's like barking and doing all this other thing, cause like, you know, foreign thing. Dude, I was losing my mind laughing, cause like literally my roommate goes, Evan, it's piñata. He's like,
A what?
like, oh my god. A what? A piñata?
Piñata.
Piñata? Man, that freaking it always makes me laugh. Just like how overly dramatic Evan is. Damn, Donkey Kong, how much is fucking weighing?
It's great.
Like these platforms.
Oh my god! Why did you?
He was like, I can't do it without Diddy. Dies.
Like, no! My child!
It's like, I need my boy.
My boy!
The heck is that freaking thing from The Godfather? Look at them. They massacred my boy.
Is that where it's from?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from The Godfather.
Look how they massacred my boy!
It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite gifts to use. Dude, I could not get over when we were watching Barbie with my ex. Freaking.
When you said when we were watching Barbie, and I was like, I had a thing for a hot minute because I was like, I used to watch a lot of Barbie back then. Which Barbie are we talking about?
No, when we went to go watch the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
Friggin', but my ex being like, being like that whole thing that they say where like, oh yeah, they make you watch The Godfather and stuff, and I literally told my ex, I was just like, yeah, no, freaking, I've never watched it, and the first thing my roommate was doing was like, we have to watch it. I'm like, why?
It's so funny because I remember like seeing people talk about this where it's like, It's like, want to get along with a man, just tell them that you've never watched The Godfather before. Or it's like, want to distract a man, just tell them you've never watched The Godfather before. And they'll just start talking about it for like the next 7 hours, and it's just like...
Yeah, no, they'll talk about it. It's like, it's amazing. And I'm like, literally, it's just toxic masculinity in a movie.
Yeah, that's why they love it. Please. Yeah!
Oh, God. But yeah, no, freaking... I literally told him, I was like, yeah, no, like, freaking... And it's so funny because he starts going on a whole tangent about it. And then they'll be like... Because I forget how many Godfather movies there is. I think it's like 3, but only 2 of them are liked or something like that, or some shit. I forget. But like, literally goes on a whole tangent telling me about the whole thing, and I was like, why would I even watch the movie? You already told me everything.
Yeah, like...
Oh, that reminds me the other day, freaking... Or no, it was like... I think it was last night, wasn't it? Freaking last night... My roommate was just like, hey, how do you pronounce this? Because, like, they were talking about, tostadas. And, like, they're like, how do you pronounce it? And I was like, what's pronounce tostadas? And then...
Tostada?
Yeah. And, like, apparently the one... Because, I guess he was in a voice chat. Like, one of his friends go, it's just Mexican pizza. And I was like, it's what? I was like, that's not what tostadas are. And then, like, I had to, then they were like asking me, it's like, well, what is it? And I was just like, well, it's technically like a tortilla with like all these like veggies and stuff on it. But I had to like Google it real fast. And then like, my friend goes like, oh, like, do you not know? And I was like, well, it's kind of hard because like every Hispanic has its own dish. So like...
You don't know. That's like when I was like asking my one Mexican friend, like, what's oh gosh, I forgot what it was called. It's like a God damn it, I cannot remember for life of me right now. It's just like a meat, like, just like...
Oh, you mean carne asada?
Yes, that thing. I had no idea what that was. And she was like,
no, freaking,
how do you know
I remember
what that is? Like, you know, like,
I remember when I moved out and I was like in, oh no.
Oh my god, she's fucking fat.
But yeah, like freaking when I came out, freaking someone was like, how have you never heard of carne asada? And I'm just like, you do know that like that's a Mexican dish, and
yeah,
I am not Mexican.
Like
and it's funny because like to prove that point. Yeah, no, and to prove that point. Oh my god, you've been dying and you're right there. You're right there the whole time. Oh my god.
Thought it was gonna be way longer.
Yeah. But, you know, they were like, how have you never heard of carne asada? And I'm just like, I hope you know that not all of, like, Latin America is just Mexico. Because, like, just because Mexican culture is intertwined into, like, your weird American culture mixture, like, it does not mean that every Hispanic knows what you're talking about. Because, like, to prove that point, I responded back to this person being like, oh, since you're Hispanic, clearly it's Mexican. Because they know what that is. I was like, okay, fine. And then I was like, what's sancocho? And they were like, I have no idea what that is. And I was just like, exactly. I was like, do you know what moro de guandules is? And they're like, no. And I was like, exactly. You don't know because you and I, despite being part of Latin America, technically speaking, even if we're like we have descendants of there, and we're just like, you know, the American side of it, like the U.S. American side of it. But like, I'm just like, dude, like I don't sit here and be like, how could you not know? No. Some cultures you don't know the dishes. You don't go up to every freaking person and be like, ah, yes, I know exactly what the Japanese, the Chinese, or like, you know, the Vietnamese, or like any other freaking culture, and be like, I know their dishes. You don't know shit.
Exactly. Like, it's like, you know, like, do you want me to say that shit to you? Being like, oh, you should know every European dish because, you know, you, an American who is descended from, you know,
Europeans. Like, how do you not know, like, you know, what Britain's like, or how do you not know what the Irish like? Like, it just sounds ridiculous. And like and I'm pretty sure over there they have like their own like cultures and stuff that make it obvious that they have like different, like, you know, things that they go to. Like you have the whole stereotypes about Irish people and potatoes essentially, with like the Irish famine. That's why I'm just like, I don't understand. It's the same thing like when I would meet like Irish people who don't understand that like. I forget if it was only the Irish, it might have been the Irish or the Scottish. You know, from like when we were making jokes of watching Ghost about how like Hetty's so freaking ridiculously racist towards another group of white people. Like, yeah, no, like she like the things that she was like saying about Irish people, I was like, yeah, that was true for the time period. Like back then, like if you were Irish, you were considered like the equivalence of being black, which was insane. But like there are people who did not grow up along the East Coast who just they think that just because they're Irish or Italian or something, it's like I am automatically white, and it's just like you are not. Because of that whole history. Yeah, no, and I don't know. I just think it's really funny.
Yeah, no, but it's like it's so annoying because it's just like when I was like taking Spanish in school, I was like, oh, you know, I know Spanish. I ain't gonna be putting because it was a required class. You had to take language class.
I remember when they told me that, and that didn't happen.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, you're required to take language class. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna take Spanish because like I ain't trying to like work for extra credits here, like you know. And
Yeah.
like literally, like quickly learned. Like the class was still piss easy, don't get me wrong, but it's like quickly learned that like the Spanish that they teach here in America, like the required language classes is like Mexican Spanish. And it's like, you know, like when I like first started taking it, was like over and stuff. By the time I was in Spanish 4, and like there was like hella Dominicans living here now.
Yeah.
They were just like, they would just keep correcting the teacher, being like, teacher, that's wrong, because they're speaking Dominican Spanish. They're all taking this class because they all know Spanish, and they're trying to get an easy grade. And it's just like, you know, like they're used to
Remember, you can
Dominican
bitch slap
Spanish,
them.
not like... Finally did it!
Yep. Kicking their asses.
But it's like, you know, but they'd be teaching Mexican Spanish, like Mexican grammar and stuff. So it's like, you know, to like us, it's like, quote-unquote wrong.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I just got to the point where my teacher just got so annoyed that he just kind of just stopped teaching the class. he's like, why am I even gonna teach you kids stories? Like, you guys already know Spanish, like, just do whatever. Like, it was basically another free period at that point.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, because there was only like Dominicans in that class. I think there was like 2 other white kids, but they clearly were not mad about the fact that like it was now like an extra study hall for them to do like more work.
Absolutely.
For, like,
yeah, for like, because usually when you run into those kids, they're usually like AP students too.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, what are you doing here?
Like, yeah, because you only needed to take Spanish like 1 and 2, or like a language class like 1 and 2, and then like you don't need to take 3 and 4 and stuff. So it's like if you are, you're probably not here because like you actually like, you know, like actually like you're either trying to like fill a space in your schedule, or it's just like you know you're trying to get like more like AP credits and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, no, instead we would just like vibe during his class because he would just like gossiping with like the girls in the class and stuff.
It's like, oh my god, what kind of tea are we spilling today, Tina?
It's so funny because I was like, he literally just like gave up teaching. He's like, whatever, I'm retiring anyway soon.
Oh damn.
And he was literally like I remember the one time like the one girl in my class was like, Mister, I got some cheese man, Mister, like you want to listen to some cheese man? He was like, and pulled up his chair and was like literally rolled his chair over to them, and they were all sitting in a group, and he's like, what, like?
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Oh my gosh, and like, you know, cheese man is that hot gossip, like.
Oh my god.
It's just gossip, so it's just like, you know, he made it like scooted over, like, oh my gosh, like really, like what, like.
It's like the gossip is so hot that I have to learn Spanish to know.
And he was like literally just like grading papers while like just like listening to like these 2 girls just like talk about whatever the hell was going on, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like.